Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl. Oh, you already know. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing all right. Staying positive, staying out the way. You know what I mean? Yes. So we want to get into our reaction tonight, but before we get into it, I need y'all to do one favor for me. It's to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, okay? And if you would like to, I don't take money from nobody, so I would like for you to join the channel just for what, $4.99, $5. Come on now, yes. All right, real deal. We're gonna get into our content now. I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be up to this judge. It's gonna be up to this judge. So what you're gonna listen to? I went back to day one. Cause day one is gonna give y'all the opening argument. Okay, it's gonna be the set the stage. You know, they want setting the stage, opening argument. So whatever they say, state and the defendant, they got to prove it. So my title is my content is Henry Dinkins Day One, State versus Henry Dinkins. uh Lenita reacts. Okay. Um what's I want to tell you? If I think of anything else, what I'm gonna do, I have a reaction channel. Everything I say is allegedly. Okay, everything I say is allegedly. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with the state first. Conducting this trial tonight is law and crime. So I will be going from here to here like this. Okay. I'm going to, okay, here they come. So we're going to keep it like this until we get started. For those who don't know nothing about the trial, this trial about this man right here, this state, Henry Dinkins, okay? I'm going to skip it a little bit so we can get started. Okay, I'm going to boost it up. I thought I was skipping it, yeah. But I'm gonna get them time enough to get started. I think Henry's still in love with the baby mama. I think she a lot older than he is, younger than he is. I apologize. Younger. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna skip it a little bit. Okay. But they stand the stage. They about to get started. Look at Henry, y'all. You better read that paper, Henry. They got something for you today, bro. When Henry went and got the book on him, and he the one took the age out the house.
Motion to introduce other crimes, wrongdoings, or acts of evidence pursuant to Iowa Rule of Evidence 5.404B. That was filed on July 22nd of this year. I'm going to deny that state's motion. The court finds the prejudicial effect and undue prejudice to Mr. Dinkins is too great and is not outweighed by the probative value of this evidence. But I will advise the state, if the state determines that this evidence should be presented as a result of how the case proceeds, the state may renew their motion. I will next address the defendant's motion that was filed on July 25th of this year. And that was precluding the state from offering any evidence of the defendant's purchase of bleach. I'm going to deny that motion filed by the defense. The court finds that this evidence is relevant to the facts of the case. Allowed him to view who was calling, and the defendant actually stated he did not need to answer that phone call. And as far as any control of his keys, that was not done until just moments before he requested an attorney. The fact is, the defendant voluntarily came to the police station. He was not summoned down. Next, the purpose of the interview was just simply to gather information about a child that had disappeared and his efforts to locate her and his activities during that time frame. And the defendant was never confronted of any evidence of his guilt during the course of that interview. And at these may address the court and request that this information or facts be presented during the course of the trial based on the evidence presented at trial. I would ask each counsel, do you believe that all motions have been addressed at this time? At this time, Ms. Cunningham, I'd ask that you read the trial information then.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting?
Yeah. And I'm with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun.
In the Iowa District Court for Scott County, Iowa plaintiff versus Henry E. Dinkins defendant. Criminal number FECR 415636, the trial information. Participating in a forcible felony, to wit, kidnapping in the first degree in violation of section 707.2, subparagraph 1B of the Code of Iowa. Count 2, kidnapping in the first degree. The said Henry E. Dinkins, on or about the 10th day of July 2020, in the county of Scott and state of Iowa, Ms. O'Donnell is now able to join us, so I would just ask her to come to council table if she would.
She may.
May it please the court, counsel, Mr. Dinkins. Your Honor, the facts that you're going to hear about involve July of 2020 was a 10-year-old girl. Her mother is Aisha Langford. Briasia had an older brother with the initials of CS, who was 13 during this period of time, and she had a younger brother by the name of DL. Had with Henry Dinkins over the course of DL's life. She will testify that he was not a father who was actively engaged in the child's life. He was not an individual who would spend a lot of time with his son. He was not an individual that is time at an activity where Henry Dinkins was located at. There were cookouts that were taking place that would have happened during June of 2020. She and the children were participants in that cookout that Mr. Dinkins was responsible for putting on. And then during that
Okay, y'all. For those who keep saying and bringing it up, it's right here in court that Andrea Culberton was allegedly his girlfriend from the beginning. Okay, it said, okay, it was said that. So y'all stop arguing about who go with who, but that was his girlfriend. Okay, let's continue.
at the Jersey Meadow Apartments. The address is 2744 Jersey Meadow Apartments, number 8. And that was an apartment that she was sharing with Henry Dinkins. With the backdrop of what had occurred in June of 2020, Aisha Langford will testify that around July 8th, she and happened to see the defendant travel past them and pull into a quick shop. DL expressed an interest in wanting to spend some time with his father. That prompted Aisha Langford to pull into the quick shop, engage Mr. Dinkins in a conversation, and indicate to him that he needed to spend some time with his son. By virtue of that conversation, Mr. Dinkins indicated that he would take the child, for a few days and spend some time with him. And so arrangements had been made for him to call pregnant with DL, and Briasia was about 2 years of age. He was not a father figure to Briasia. Briasia had a different father. And so then when Henry Dinkins responded to Lenita Gardner's residence somewhere around 11 o'clock that morning to pick up Detorius, the circumstances changed. with the children's mother once she got home. Briasia was very much interested in being able to go with her brother because it was going to be a fun outing. And actually, the 13-year-old boy operating a black Camaro, and that black Camaro had seating both for front seat passengers and back seat passengers. At any rate, Mr. Dinkins left the Gardner residence with DL and with Briasia, and then through testimony or statements provided by Mr. Dinkins, and even information provided by DL, who was later interviewed, afternoon playing video games. Mr. Dinkins left the residence for a period of time, came back, and then after they finished spending time there at the Howard residence, Mr. Dinkins took the two children over to 2740.
Oh, shit, that's a long, uh, oops. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I tried to stop it. Oh, oh, I got it now. So you'll have to go up them stairs and then you can look out the window that way. It's kind of weird though. I never seen the apartment made like that. I'm glad she just described it.
Of what would be that exterior wall would be the staircase. When you get to the top of the staircase, and then if you look over to the left, it's an open area that would consist of the living room, the kitchen, and dining room combination. There was only one bedroom in apartment number 8. And so the front door, if it's Culberson, Mr. Dinkins' girlfriend, she works for AT&T, and she actually works out of her home. She was working until sometime around 7:30 that evening. While she was working, Breasia was very, very interested in the type of work that she was doing. And Ms. Culberson was showing her
What you
how
doing,
she
Henry?
performed her responsibilities for AT&T. Detorius was playing video games in the living room. Andrea Culberson's desk where she works is set up in the bedroom. So Breasia was in the bedroom, and at some point in time, Breasia was playing video games as well, but within the bedroom. Now, one of the things that Andrea Culberson will speak to, and that DL may speak to, is the fact that Henry Dinkins was spending time in the bedroom with Breasia while she played video games. Andrea Culberson will testify that the three of them, herself, Mr. Dinkins, and Breasia were in the bedroom, and they were playing games together. And that
Look at Henry. Henry ain't listening, honey. Henry trying to stay uh distracted. He trying to do something different. He hear that case.
that's essentially how the evening was playing out. Now, when Aisha Langford got off of work from Checkers late that afternoon, she had been notified by her mother that Henry Dinkins had taken Breasia. And so therefore, there would be the need to pack up clothes for the children. Aisha up clothing for Detorius, which Aisha left with Breasia going back inside the apartment complex, or I should say apartment number 8, with the clothing. After Aisha left the Jersey Metro, and it was raining so hard that her windshield wipers would not keep up. So she had to pull over into a driveway and wait until the rain subsided before she went back to her apartment. And I believe she was staying with Lenita Gardner. The family was in transition, and then they were moving back. She got back to the apartment, was very tired. A telephone call from Henry Dinkins' phone that was unanswered. And then the caller became very apparent because then there was a text message that came through from Breasia saying, "Good night, mommy. I love you." All right. So
Yeah.
that was somewhere around 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. As far as how the evening played out, Culberson apartment. Leading up to bedtime, each of the children took baths in the bedroom separately. They were fed some dinner, and then Detorius and Briasia were to sleep in Briasia goes
She gonna talk a long
lays
time.
down to go to sleep. Detorius, she can hear Mr. Dinkins say to him that he has so much time to play the video game and that he's going down to bed. And then Detorius was in the bedroom asleep. When Miss Culberson went to sleep, the last that she knew of Mr. Dinkins and his whereabouts was that he was there in the living
I can't wait to hear this part right here. Yes, I can't.
there in the She noticed DL sleeping at the foot of the bed, but where little Briasia had fallen asleep on the right-hand side and toward the top of the bed, there were simply the covers that had been folded over, and there was no child there.
Hmm.
There was a sense
What
of
you
alarm.
do with her,
She
Henry?
went to the bathroom to use the bathroom, but she decided to get her glasses and put her glasses on to make sure that Briasia wasn't there. And Briasia was not there. Mr. Dinkins wasn't there, and Briasia wasn't there. Ms. Culberson will testify that she had a very uneasy feeling about that. So then she
Okay, that's what I want to ask y'all. Why? Okay, this is what I want to ask you all in this segment one. Well, it went on. They won. This is their opening argument, but why is she feeling? What is she feeling about Henry that she haven't been feeling? Y'all understand what I said? That the girlfriend said, the ex-girlfriend said she had a feeling something that he already knew. She knew what he did. As if she knows that he do these things to people. He does things to people. That's what it sounds like to me. She's saying, not her, but the girlfriend. I'm listening to this woman right here.
really responding to questions other than just to say something very circumspect. He went into the bedroom,
He's so nervous.
flipped on the light, and then went to his closet. Now, if we talk about the bedroom itself, when you're standing there in the doorway,
Look at Henry.
on the left-hand side, That's when you would access the bathroom. Know where Briasia is at. He's rummaging through things. She happens to pull back the curtain to the window and looks out, and little Briasia is standing. To identify that maroon Chevy Impala when steps were taken to identify locations that Henry Dinkins.
Ugh, Lord, much. I know they were gonna have some commercial because she talking on there. What you doing, Henry? Mm.
Now, Mr. Dinkins also had a motorhome.
Okay, y'all, let me see if she finished. God, she been up and long. I knew she was gonna be long-winded. Okay, y'all, what we gonna do is we gonna stop right there. That's just to open the argument. So let me hear what the defense has to say. Okay, let me skip it a little bit. I think that after she finished talking, they went on break. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here because I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. I'm tired. That's why I was telling y'all that it's easy to get tight, sleepy, tired, and you can't hold yourself up and wait. But what we'll do is instead of putting a lot of stress on me, what I do is come back tomorrow and put some more information out for y'all. Okay, it's 3:52 now, and I'm still working on these trials to get the reaction out to y'all. But just all I ask y'all to do is hit the like button, subscribe, and spending money on the gifts on my channel, sweatshirts, stickers. Support the channel, y'all. I'm out.